And talking to us now on USCAP TV, Dr. Bruce Smoller, the Executive Vice President of USCAP. Thanks so much for chatting with us today.
Thanks for interviewing me.
You've been the Executive Vice President of USCAP for the last year and a half, which doesn't seem like that long, but you've accomplished a lot. Talk about the initiatives that you've launched.
Well, the reason we've accomplished a lot is not because of me, it's because of the organization. Both the Augusta office staff, the full-time people who actually make things happen, and our huge volunteer faculty who generate the ideas and push me along. Just the effector. We could talk about the website, which is something that we're completely revamping from the ground up to make it, one, more user-friendly, two, more logical than it is right now, three, less crowded than it is right now, and four, ultimately, more effective in providing a wide range of educational opportunities for both members and non-members, and U.S. and Canadian citizens as well as citizens of pathology around the world. Another initiative within that, perhaps, is our electronic offerings is the MyPath product that we launched at this meeting last year, which is basically a one-stop shop for pathology information, in which now each iteration of it has more different products that we put in. For instance, there are now 8 textbooks that you can access through MyPath. There's access to PubMed, and there's access to all of the USCAP material, all available to people who log on to that. Other initiatives.
You have some global initiatives.
We're trying to work with different other divisions of the International Academy of Pathology, of which the USCAP is one of many divisions. And so this year we had a joint meeting with the Hong Kong division of the IAP. We have a meeting with the German division of the IAP in Cologne, Germany in September. And we have a West African division of the IAP School of Pathology we're putting on in Accra, Ghana in August.
Okay, so in addition to those things, what are some of the other priorities that you're looking at in the coming year?
As we move forward, I think we need to position ourselves to be able to meet the needs, expanding needs of our membership as well as all physicians for maintenance of certification, maintenance of licensing. And I think toward that end, we need to design the types of educational products that will help people to comply with these regulations and get them ready for the kind of standardized examinations that are going to be required of all of our younger members who have term-limited certificates. So I think being an educational organization, which is what we are, I think we need to continue to try and position ourselves in a rapidly evolving educational world.
So that's one of your priorities looking ahead. Is that also, would you say, one of the biggest challenges that you might face?
Yeah, I think that's exactly right, in that it's clearly our priority. It's a rapidly changing landscape with increasing needs and decreasing money to fund those needs. It's just the way of the world right now. And all of our pathologists are going to be required to have maintenance of certification, or at least the younger group are going to, and the older ones may too, depending upon how things evolve with insurance companies. But there'll be need for continuing SAMS credits, etc. And yet there's less money coming into the system that doctors will be able to allocate to these things, whether it's on their personal wallets or the wallets of their departments within universities. There's less money with the rapidly evolving healthcare system. And we have to figure out ways to come up with cost-effective educational opportunities and continuing certification type activities for all of our members, and hopefully non-members.
A tall order. Absolutely. I want to go back to the website because it has undergone quite the revamping this past year. How is it a little bit more state-of-the-art and high-tech?
The website was brilliant when it was started up. I'm going to say somewhere around 10 or 15 years ago. I don't actually know the exact time. And what's happened over this period of time is that we've added this and we've added this and we've added this and we've added this in a kind of haphazard way. It's been hard. We keep stapling new things on, and the information is there, but it's not immediately obvious where. It's not particularly logical how you get from one place to another. And to those of us who were a little different than my kids and weren't born knowing how to work with computers,
right.
It's kind of cumbersome, to be perfectly honest. Rather than trying to tweak that, we decided to pretend we didn't have a website and start over. And we hired a company who deals with website design and said, build us the ideal website. Mm-hmm. We did a bunch of focus sessions with pathologists who are members and non-members, private practitioners and academic people, young pathologists, old pathologists, pathologists who know how to build computers and pathologists who don't know how to turn on computers, and asked all of these people, what would your ideal website look like? And we took this information along with the designing types and the artistic types and said, let's use this information and let's try and build the website that will meet the needs of all of these different constituencies and be logical and clean and sleek and neat. And at the council meeting yesterday, I showed a couple of quick slides of what right now what the markup looks like. It's not ready for prime time. The goal is that by the end of the summer, you'll be able to go to www.uscap.org, click on it, and you'll have a completely new website. All the same information, a lot more information, and hopefully as it evolves, we'll be able to plug in more and more different new modules with electronic offerings for our members that will be inherently obvious where they are, how to get to them, and what you get if you click on that site.
And coming the end of the summer.
We're hoping that by the end of August.
The plan. All right, looking forward to it. Dr. Bruce Smoller, Executive Vice President of USCAP, thank you so much for talking with us today.
You're quite welcome. Thanks for having me.